Hi, my name is Benjamin Katz and welcome back to a special Canada edition of the 48 City Ice Cream Review, where today I'm at Dandy's Artisan Ice Cream in Regina, Saskatchewan. Trying the two flavors, caramel apple French toast and coconut ash honeycomb. Let's get started with the caramel apple French toast flavor. It's rare to have a flavor this complex stay so cohesive. Usually when you add in a bunch of mix-ins, there's inconsistencies and incongruencies that whether they give you too much mix-in, too little mix-in, the mix-ins won't mix right, it'll taste a bit off, or it won't taste like what it's going for. But this, oh my god, you're getting actual small chunks of apple that you're biting into. They're candied apple too, so they're not icy. You're getting chunks of French toast, almost as though they made a French toast crumble. And the cinnamon and nutmeg and those classic French toast flavors are coming through. It's strange to say, but it almost tastes like you're, having you're making actual French toast and putting it in here, which may be what they did. I'm uncertain. I don't know the process, but it's a really cohesive and unified flavor that, while it has its heterogeneities, it still comes together as a unit, which is really cool. The texture is crumbly. You would expect an artisan ice cream to be a bit creamier or focus more on the sort of dairy, but no, this is, I believe with the sheer amount of mix-ins, it's hard to get that bonded structure that you kind of need when churning to get that solid, almost velvety texture. The texture's not bad though. The ice crystal size is barely perceptible, and it's a really good and well-made flavor in terms of how the dairy is presenting itself. I know it's going to be a bit hard to see, but there is a solid patch of what I believe is the French toast mix-in. And eating just that, delicious. It's almost cakey. And you're tasting that custard. Not ice cream custard, actual real, egg-based custard that you put into French toast. It's very well done. And I believe I misspoke. It's not caramel apple French toast, it's candied apple French toast. Well, let's move next to the coconut ash honeycomb. It's this beautiful, rich, dark black color. You can barely see, into the bottom of the cup if you look down. I'm excited. I'm guessing it's going to be coconut ash and honeycomb. This is a vegan flavor, by the way, so no dairy included in this one. I kind of love flavors like this because there's that extra element, reminding me of the fruit roll-up days of my childhood. If you look closely, it has turned my tongue black. It's so fun to see these sort of ice cream flavors that are so heavily dyed in themselves, and I don't believe there's dye in this. I believe it's the ash is doing the coloring. It's just a fun, extra way of experiencing ice cream. Even as an adult, you can give into that childlike wonder. But the flavor itself is great. It's coconut forward, as most coconut-based ice creams are, but you're getting a little bit of honey. It's almost like a baklava, but if instead of pistachio, it was coconut. There are small coconut shavings, and here you're getting a bit of that texture, though that is the only real texture. The ice crystal size is imperceptible. It's that classic smooth coconut. And the honeycomb, I haven't got any pieces of it yet, but I am tasting the honey on the palate. It's well done. Oh, actually, I think there's a piece here now. Oh, it's roasted honeycomb. That's delicious. It's coming through strong, overpowering the coconut and giving you this nutty, sweet, caramelized beeswax, essentially, but it's good. It's not staying on the teeth, but it's lingering on the palate. I think it's a great compliment to the coconut flavor because it's able to hold its own against the strength of coconut. Okay, it's time to try the two flavors together. Surprisingly, the candied apple French toast is coming through the strongest. The coconut is benefiting the candied apple strongly because you're essentially getting the smooth, creamy texture of the coconut with the incredible flavor of candied apple French toast. And the honeycomb adding that extra texture and caramelized punch to it all that rounds it out perfectly. I think this combination goes above and beyond, combining the better aspects of both ice cream into a concoction that, while it's not vegan, is absolutely delicious. Now, about Denny's ice cream. I love the location. Alright, it's in a small shopping area with a cafe, kitchen gear store, and office space. Right next to residential areas, right next to a whole bunch of other shopping areas. So it's centralized commerce, but serves the population well. I'm somewhat annoyed that they don't do split scoop singles, but for $9.88 for a double, I'm not too mad. This is Canadian dollars, by the way. So that's about $7 USD. It's a good price, I would say. It's a lot of ice cream, and it's really well-made ice cream, too. They call themselves Artisan ice cream. I don't know really what that means. I don't know if it's a real distinction or not, but from the quality, the texture, the ingenuity of the flavors, I would be comfortable calling this Artisan, at the very least. And so that brings me to my closing thoughts. Sometimes walking into an ice cream shop, it feels a bit pretentious. But in the case of Denny's Artisan ice cream, it kind of earns that pretentious feeling. The ice cream is delicious, the flavors are creative and fun, there are plenty of vegan options if you're interested in that, along with gluten-free for those with dietary restrictions. And while it was $7 USD, about almost $10 Canadian, I still think it's a good value and a good deal because you're getting a lot of ice cream, you're getting good service, good quality, good vibes, all in a general area of larger commerce. So yeah, I would absolutely come again if I was in the area. If you like this video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing, or go to findfluencemarketing.com for more on the journey. Thank you.